first of all, I have to give respect to the record label. Those guys, the Rough Riders, one of the head people, his name is Wop. They had a great relationship with Chicago. One of DMX's real good friends here, his name was Cato, who passed some time ago. But Cato was a Puerto Rican, but him and DMX are very close, and I was very close to Cato, and he's at George's music room. And so when this event was to pull off, it was one of the first times that any record label used a flatbed truck, but it was totally designed for comfort, for performances. And they showed up at George's music room, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. I always knew we always had in-stores going all the time, and it was for DMX. And he did a live performance in 2001 on a stage brought to you by the record labels. And it was just fortunate for me to be able to create an environment along with the political structure of Chicago that made it so possible for DMX to do that show there. Well, see, the craziest thing, you know, we're not like talking about Central Park or the big thing there. We're talking about Georgia Music Group in the neighborhood, but now the whole neighborhood came out, but then the rest of the city came out. Where my store is on Roosevelt Road. It's a wide street, a major thoroughfare. It was shut down. All the things that were happening and would have you traffic, a major thoroughfare going to the western suburbs from downtown Chicago. What we created was the excitement. This is where, like, the birthdays of hip-hop comes in. When you have artists like this who just take over the genre of music for a period of time. And in Chicago, George's Music Room was the place. I mean, there was not an artist during the 90s, come the late 80s, that if you came to Chicago, you were given a stage better than any other store in America. On Michigan Avenue from 12th Street, which is Roosevelt Road, to 22nd Street, which is Cermak Road. And historically, and right now, it's called Record Row. This is where Curtis Mayfield, Sam Cooke, the largest black-owned record label before Motown was BJ Records. I'm sitting right across the street from 1449 South Michigan. As many of your listeners, I'm sure, saw the movie with Beyonce called Cadillac Records when she portrayed Etta James. Well, I have questions about the accuracy of the movie itself, but the bottom line, I was Etta James' driver when I was 17 going on 18 here in Chicago, and I worked at Chess Records. So I really understand the music business. So George's became so popular because I understood what it meant to be an artist. You just don't know what's going on. And so when you have a special place, when you come over to it in Chicago, where you got food, you got fed like you at home. That's who I am, and that's what George's Music Room had become to all of the artists in hip-hop. But yes, I'm sitting here right now on Record Row, and if any of your listeners are curious, go on YouTube and pull up Record Row Chicago. Public Broadcasting did a documentary, and it will tell you about the greatest music industry of an era here in Chicago. Record Row. Check it out, y'all. If your listeners heard of Seal Johnson, Seal Johnson was literally at one time one of the most sampled soul singers at the beginning of hip-hop. And you can go down the list, you know, from James Brown, they were jazz artists, the whole I think that came out of Chicago. Well, Ice Cube did one of his songs that he sampled Minnie Riperton. Minnie came from Chicago. Actually, she started at Chess Records. Songs like Fontella Bass, Rescue Me, Take Me in Your Arms, Rescue Me. That was Minnie Riperton in the background. I know that because that was my girlfriend at that time. So going all the way back there, I wound up in the music business because of Minnie Riperton. Being an actor, put it like that. You know, I'm going to tell you something. These are young artists, the whole darn thing. You know, you come, it's the music business, entertainment. You do marketing, you do promotion. For this particular day, this is a big event. See, so more than likely, this was his only event that day. But understanding the business, especially back then, your listeners don't even have a clue of the shit that these artists have to deal with. And these are kids. These are youngsters back those days. I mean, Mary J. came to my store. She was 17, 18 years old. Queen Latifah. You name it, they all came. They were kids. And I had a store that made them feel like they were at home. Talking to DMX at the time was special, but he had a respect for me that was just incredible. And the last time we were together, he was here in Chicago for Ice Cube's Big 3. I think it was 2019. I'm honored and grateful to have been able to spend time with that young man. He's one of the best, and I'm praying for him big time. The whole thing is, look, DMX is like a neighborhood guy. From whatever neighborhood he comes from. And when he comes to another neighborhood, he's just a neighborhood guy in that neighborhood. Even the way he delivers his concerts, the way he delivers his lyrics. He's from everywhere. That's why people are so concerned and want to pray for him. You got to pray hard. Because we need to keep him, you know. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Getting a little emotional. But yeah, DMX is a special guy.